I can show you how you can start to heal yourself without money, without time. We can end chronic disease, we can get people immune strong, we can get people metabolically fit for the first time. This is our door out of chronic disease. Meet Dr. Mindy Pelz, a top nutrition and functional health expert and a best-selling author. She is a recognized leader in the alternative health field and a pioneer in the fasting movement. In this video, we distill the essence of her teachings and highlight the top 6 foods she consumes to promote effective autophagy, seamlessly fitting within her fasting regimen. Nobody cures you. You cure yourself. So you have to start to look at the human body as this self-healing organism that's always figuring out how to keep you alive. Let's dive in. What is autophagy? First, let's understand what autophagy is. Autophagy is where the cells realize that there's no nutrients, no blood sugar or glucose coming into the cell. It's like an internal mechanism where the cell goes, nothing's coming in, okay, we got to make sure we're a better version of ourselves. So it'll push out viruses, push out bacteria from the cell. The other thing that it does is it'll say, hey, you know what? This cell's going rogue. This cell's becoming a cancer cell. This is a zombie cell that's going to start to age you quickly. They're a weak member of the team in this fasted state, where no glucose is coming in, no nutrients are coming in. You're a liability and we need to get rid of you. And so it gets rid of those cells. Autophagy is a natural cellular process in which cells degrade and recycle their own components. The term autophagy comes from the Greek words auto, meaning self, and phagy, meaning eating. Essentially, autophagy is the body's way of cleaning out damaged cells to regenerate newer, healthier cells. For autophagy to take place, the body needs to be in a fasted state. Then, what happens in a fasted state? What is a fasted state? A fasted state is when that blood sugar comes down enough that it triggers the body to switch. At about 8 hours, you start to make the switch. By about 12 hours, your body's now starting to make a good dose of ketones. The brain is excited, so you're getting that mental clarity. Ketones turn off the hunger hormone, so when you switch over, there's going to be a point where you're not hungry, and that all happens at about 12 hours. At 13 hours, we start to see growth hormone go up, which is what slows down the aging process. It also helps us burn fat. We also see in men, we see testosterone start to go up, a 1,300% increase in testosterone with just a 15-hour time period. We see inflammation, CRP, go down, which is an inflammatory blood marker. In fact, one of the greatest studies ever done on women took a group of women after they had had traditional breast cancer treatment and had them just fast 13 hours every single day. They noticed that there was a 64% lower recurrence of breast cancer in the group that fasted 13 hours a day. They didn't even change their food, they just fasted. So, check this out. Research shows at 15 hours, we see growth hormone go up. Growth hormone is the hormone that keeps you young and helps you burn fat. But if you stay in that fasted window and keep going to 17 hours, your body turns within and goes, wait a second, no food's coming in. We better get stronger. At 17 hours, we stimulate autophagy, and the cells start to repair themselves and remove old aging cells. At 24 hours, your whole gut resets and you get intestinal stem cells that come in and repair the whole inner lining of the gut. At 36 hours, your body goes and finds that stubborn fat, specifically around the belly, and starts to burn it for energy. At 48 hours, with no food coming in, you're getting new dopamine receptor sites. Why is this happening? Because your brain has got to get motivated to go find food, so you reboot the whole dopamine system. Then, at 72 hours, the whole immune system reboots itself and recycles itself. That's without a drug, without a supplement. That's why I'm like this, we have to get this out to the world. This is our door out of chronic disease. How can I do fasting? Then, should I go and fast for 72 hours all the time? The answer is no. The 3-day water fast twice a year is a great time to get rid of rogue cells that are aging you quickly or cells that are going to go rogue and become tumors. Get rid of those. The 48-hour fast, once a quarter, is helpful for those with mental health challenges, like depression and anxiety. If you're looking for a variety of tools to help you boost your mood, then do a 48-hour fast once a quarter. A 36-hour fast is really for the person who's frustrated and cannot lose weight. So if you're struggling with weight loss, throw a 36-hour fast at it once a month. For those fasting 24 hours or less, I recommend varying it on a weekly basis, depending on where you are in your cycle. One 24-hour fast a week can be really miraculous. These are the one meal a day OM80 people. Do it once a week, not every day. Most people are doing either a combination of something between 12 and 17 hours on a regular basis, except the week before their cycle. When fasting, it's crucial to be mindful of your food choices. Here are the top 6 foods that Dr. Mindy frequently consumes to maximize the benefits of fasting.
1.
Avocado. Especially great for breakfast, Dr. Mindy loves breaking a fast with fat. Why break a fast with fat? Because it kills the hunger hormone. It shuts off the hunger hormone. You say, okay, I'm going to eat fat first, then wait an hour before I eat anything else. If you do that little trick, you'll find that within an hour, you won't want to eat what you thought you might. The immediate desire to binge will go away. Dr. Mindy often breaks her fast with an avocado. Super easy, just cut it in half and eat it. A more interesting way she enjoys avocado is by eating it with probiotic foods like sauerkraut and kimchi. She takes an avocado, puts kimchi and sauerkraut on top, and combines probiotic-rich foods with fat. This is her most common way of breaking a fast. Not only does it replenish good bacteria, but it also feeds them first, which helps with weight loss.
2. Cacao.
Cacao, or chocolate, is another top food. The Mars company actually went in and did research on what chocolate does for autophagy. Now, this doesn't mean you go out and eat a Mars bar. Dr. Mindy prefers that you go after clean cacao sources. Look for cacao with the #1 ingredient as cacao or cacao butter. The darker the chocolate, the more cacao it contains, and the more likely it is to stimulate autophagy. A study done by the Journal of Agricultural Food Chemistry in 2009 found that when cacao was given to liver cells, it stimulated autophagy.
3. Coffee.
Coffee is another great food for boosting autophagy. In a study done in 2014, it was found that 1 to 4 hours after drinking coffee, autophagy increased in the liver, muscle tissue, and heart. Dr. Mindy recommends that the coffee you consume be organic, as pesticides can create more cell death and toxins. Another big issue with coffee is mold, so it's important to choose mold-free coffee. If you're wondering whether you can enjoy coffee during your fasting period, Dr. Mindy says that black coffee works for most people in a fasting window. If you add MCT oil, it'll move you into the fat-burning ketogenic system quicker. However, once you add cream, you may need to do a blood sugar test to see if it works for you.
4.
Green tea. Green tea is another drink that boosts autophagy. It's considered a health food and is a great alternative if you want less stimulation from coffee. A 2019 study in the Nutrient Journal found that green tea stimulates autophagy in any cell it's exposed to. It's one of those universal stimulators of autophagy. Bergamot tea, which is infused with essential oils, was studied in both mice and human studies and was found to stimulate autophagy, particularly in neuroblastomas, cancerous tumors in nerve tissue. 5. Olive oil. Olive oil, a kitchen staple, is great for boosting autophagy. Dr. Mindy recommends making sure it's organic and that it hasn't gone rancid. Rancid olive oil won't stimulate autophagy. It can create cellular inflammation. Additionally, avoid heating olive oil, as it turns into an inflammatory fat when heated. Research on olive oil has shown that it affects beta-amyloid and tau proteins, which are associated with Alzheimer's. Studies have also been done on olive oil with cancer, particularly on metastatic osteosarcoma. 6. Curcumin. Curcumin, the magical component of turmeric, is a powerful anti-inflammatory and autophagy stimulator. You can get curcumin into your diet by sprinkling turmeric on food, juicing the turmeric root, or adding it to stir-fries. Research has shown that curcumin increases autophagy in pancreatic cells and inhibits the proliferation of tick-borne diseases by stimulating apoptosis, cell death, and autophagy in other cells. If you combine turmeric with black pepper, it helps curcumin penetrate cells more deeply. Conclusion. To maximize autophagy, Dr. Mindy emphasizes the importance of setting up a long-term game plan. If you're not actively stimulating autophagy, your cells will build up with toxins. Regular fasting and the consumption of these top 6 foods can significantly boost your health and longevity.